It's on every front page this morning. I think we can just sum it up with this one. This is the Times. King returns to public life. Yes, the King is to resume public duties next week, according to Buckingham Palace. And doctors said they're pleased with the progress of his cancer treatment. Now, as we know, he's been undergoing cancer treatment since February. He is going to return to public-facing engagements on Tuesday. And the medical team say they are very encouraged by the progress made so far, and the doctors remain positive about the King's continued recovery. I think that's really great.
It's great news, and I think it's quite interesting to watch people's reactions, that the general public are actually genuinely interested and genuinely affected by it. Yeah, so it's great news, and long may it continue.
I think it's rather brilliant. Buckingham Palace normally chooses its words quite carefully, and they're calling this a milestone. And it looks like the state visits are going ahead. So this is going to be in June. He will host a state visit from the Emperor and Empress of Japan. He's also undergoing some external engagements as well. My mouth nearly dropped open when I read this morning. As the first anniversary of the coronation approaches.
No, I mean, we were sitting here, weren't we, just dealing with that amazing
event.
I
did a coronation show with Rosanna downstairs, and it feels like it was like 3 weeks ago.
Should have been me.
What, getting married? Their Majesties remain deeply grateful for the many kindnesses and good wishes they've received from around the world throughout the joys and challenges of the past year. We still don't know, and it's none of our business actually. We don't know what cancer the King has. We know that he originally went in for an enlarged prostate, so there have been no details on that. And of course, the Princess of Wales, we still don't know what she's undergone.
I suspect with the passage of time, when this period hopefully is behind him, we may well find out. But I think for the time being, it's private. It should always be private. People should only share their medical information when they want to.
I totally agree. Also, the King is very keen to help cancer charities, and in fact one of the first things he's going to do is to go to
visiting a cancer
centre, and good on him. Do you know what? He's really grown in my estimation. And I think many people thought they weren't sure what his reign would be like after his formidable mother. But actually, I think he's really grown into it.
They were very big shoes to fill, weren't they? And I think, again, in the passage of time, we will look back on this reign in equally, shining light, as it were, that we'll look at it and think, well, he did that differently, but it was this, because they will be different.
And he's passionate, isn't he?
He's passionate. I mean, and I think so far he hasn't put many feet wrong. He has delved a little bit into politics, which I think he shouldn't do, and that's where I think he can learn from what his mother did.
He's known for his spidery letters, isn't he?
Yeah.
The good news is it is hope now the King will be able to attend Trooping the Colour, the 80th anniversary of D-Day, Royal Ascot, which I did make an appearance at last year, which was rather fun, and the Buckingham Palace garden parties. Those garden parties are also really important. This is a time when normal people get honoured, and it is an amazing... Have you? Yeah, it's an amazing event, isn't it?
It is. People queuing up to say hello to the Queen. That was what I found quite amazing. A queue snaking around the gardens and the Queen going, oh, hello, fascinating.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is all very good. And as we said, it's no coincidence the first visit next week is to a cancer treatment centre. He's going to talk to staff there and patients there. And I think people will understand why he is, why he's so passionate about it as well. And once you're touched by it, I think that changes everything. Actually.
Yes, I think it does. I mean, it does change everything. And I think what this does is it, again, brings it out into the open where people can talk about something that sometimes is still a little bit of a taboo that other people don't know how to handle. So, people don't know what to say to somebody who's suffering from cancer. So this is great. This really actually opens up that conversation.
I agree, and sort of demystify it and make you realise it doesn't matter how much money you've got or how privileged you are.
Yeah.
You can suffer from cancer. There's something quite interesting, though, so the photo must have been sent by the palace. It's the same photo in every single paper. But if I just show you this, I don't know whether you can see that, or we got the front page actually of any of the newspapers. But the author and historian Sir Anthony Selden said the photo is intriguing for one reason, and that is how much it focuses on the Queen.
Yeah, so she's looking down the camera and he's looking at her. So everything he's saying, look at Camilla.
What do you read into that?
I think it says to the world, this is my rock. This is what gets me through. I think that's what it says. I think it's lovely. I think he's looking at her with love. I think it's their 17th wedding anniversary. Yes. And I think, he's proving that when you marry for the right reasons, it's a joyous place to be.
She looks really happy as well, actually, in
Yeah.
that photograph, which was taken on their anniversary.